ad nauseum, we have covered the Raiders secondary and the Las Vegas Raiders defensive line, and the reasons why we think that they're going to be really good. Like, we have pretty much, we put it all on the table this year, talking about how Max Crosby and Chandler Jones are every player going to be in the quarterback's lap, and I think that's true to a certain extent. But I also think there's one more player that we do need to talk about, and I do have to credit a lot of our people in our comment section. Thank you guys for giving us these kind of ideas. This is what makes the job fun. It's not even a job really, but when you talk about it, there's a lot of different things with Trayvon Mullen that, when you think about a guy that is a former second-round pick, you think about a guy that also, in my mind, has had a lot of talent. I mean, ever since he came out of Clemson, you were excited about his height at 6'2", 199. He had pretty much everything you wanted. And I think, coming into his role with the Raiders, if you look, we'll start here and just kind of talk about these last 3 years with Mullen. If you look at his last 3 years in PFF grades, 2019 had a 62.5 PFF grade, 2020 is 55.3, and then this last year had a 61.7. Now, I believe this last year he was out due mainly to injuries, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I believe it was injuries. But overall, you see this guy, this first 2 years of production, he's right there. I think there's a lot of things you got to like about it. And I think that I honestly feel like he is a guy that is on the brink of playing to the status they drafted him at. And again, if you look at these last 3 years, he's always around the football, always had at least one interception throughout these last 3 years, has a total of 130 tackles as well. And, those PFF grades, specifically 2019 and 2021, they tell me something. They tell me this guy is above average. He's at the floor, at the absolute floor. He's an above average type of player. And I think especially with his size, the way, his size, his speed, the way he is built to be a shutdown corner in this league. No question. There is no question that Trayvon Mullen can be a shutdown corner in this league. The question is, can he? And I think, or will he? That's the better question. That's the better question. Give us a break. We haven't had our coffee yet. We're about to do our mock draft for the day. But overall, Trayvon Mullen, again, is on the brink of playing up to his potential. And I think this new set of coaches, and also, by the way, the defensive line that's going to get 50, 60 sacks this year, that defensive line is going to help out a lot. And I think, it's one thing, because this is a passer, get the passer, and defend against the passer league. In other words, have a quarterback, a good defensive line, and a good secondary to get after that opposing quarterback. And I think Trayvon Mullen is really going to take a step forward this year. Again, a change in coaching really tends to help. And plus, it was injuries a little bit last year, again. So I think at the end of the day, Trayvon Mullen is a guy that, you don't give up on yet. He's got the physical tools. He's got a lot of the things you like. And, this reminds me of a lot of the case, like a guy like Kyle Rudolph for the Vikings back in the day. I think there was like his first couple of seasons in the NFL, like he was healthy for, I want to say like 40% of the games or something like that. And then, he changed his diet. He changed a lot of different things about him. And I think he missed one game in the next 7 years. I mean, Trayvon Mullen also, nobody talks about this. Corner is the hardest. It's the hardest in my mind, other than quarterback. Let me backtrack that for a second. I believe other than quarterback, corner is the hardest defensive and position in group to learn in the NFL. And plus, it's the hardest to perform at, because the opposing team knows the play. You don't. You have to defend against them. You have to be on your heels all the time. You have to be able to shut down a team's opposing corner. If that's your job, you literally have to get burned around guys that all could literally run in the Olympics. Like, nobody's talking about that either. So, I think at the end of the day, there needs to be a lot of excitement. There needs to be a lot of patience with a guy like Trayvon Mullen. We have seen in the NFL these guys, again, him and Rocky Ya-Sin are kind of in the same boat. Guys that have a lot of talent, have all the physical tools that you want, but just haven't panned out thus far, and I think that's for a variety of reasons. But if we look like we showed you with PFF grades, but with both of those guys, Rocky Ya-Sin and Trayvon Mullen, there is something there. There is, if the right coach is there, I believe it can unlock something. And I think that the Raiders have the right coaching staff in place and the right defensive line, well, defense in general in place to be able to make something happen and help Trayvon Mullen to reach his full potential. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. In the description down below, you find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about Trayvon Mullen being on the brink of playing up to his potential.